These are the sort of scenes that Israel Olatunde will never have had to deal with in his young life, and I just hope he can retain focus ahead of this final. He will go in lane 7 as the 8 athletes are about to be introduced to the crowd, and the first of them out is Ireland's Israel Olatunde.
What a historic moment.
What a
100-meter major championship, 100-meter final, and an Irish athlete is absolutely and utterly embracing it.
Chituru Ali of Italy, one of 2 Italians going in this final. The other, of course, the Olympic champion, Marcel Jacobs. Ali in lane 4. The athletes not being introduced in lane order as in 1 to 8. Here's Mamadou Fall, who's in lane 2, one of the non-automatic qualifiers. He did run 10:16. And inside him on lane 1, Jan Bolko of Slovakia, the other non-automatic qualifier who got in on a time of 10.13 from lane 1 in his semi-final. Jeremiah Azu looks nice and relaxed. Did mention earlier on that his hero is Usain Bolt, and he had a touch of the Bolts about him there as he came out to be introduced to the crowd. Reece Prescott, second of 3 British athletes in this final. Prescott will go in lane 5. Defending champion Zarnell Hughes. He's going to be in lane number 3. Looked impressive in the semi-finals. And finally, Marcel Jacobs ran 10 seconds flat, the Olympic champion, to finish ahead in semi-final number 3 of Israel Olatunde, and he's going to be beside Olatunde in lane number 6. Olatunde in 7.
Do you know, 90 minutes ago we said it was the most important 10 seconds of Israel Olatunde's fledgling career. That was the line I used. I think I'm going to have to repeat it again, because this is the most important 10 seconds this young man is going to run.
And he looks every bit the part.
As soon as he came out to be introduced to the crowd, he just looked so confident. But obviously, this is a massive ask. It's a European final. He's got the Olympic champion. He's got the defending champion in Zarnell Hughes. Marcel Jacobs beside him. But he made a good start in his semi-final, Israel. And if he makes a good start here, and he has Jacobs beside him to drag him along maybe, who knows? But it's a huge ask. So it's Volko in lane 1, Fall in 2, Zarnell Hughes in 3, Ali in 4, Prescott 5, Jacobs in 6, Olatunde in 7, and Azu in lane number 8. The men's 100 meters final. And they're away, and it is a good start from Jacobs. And Olatunde struggling to stay with Jacobs. Jacobs is going to take this gold medal to add to his Olympic gold medal. Good performance. Zarnell Hughes looks like he's taken silver. I did say it was going to be a big ask for Olatunde, and Jacobs ran away from him there in the end. A time of 9:95, equaling the championship record, 9:95 for Marcel Jacobs. So that thigh injury that he had in Eugene in Oregon seems to have cleared up completely. 9.99 for Zarnell Hughes in second position to take the silver to add to his gold from Berlin 4 years ago. And the bronze medal is going to go to Jeremiah Azu, 10:13, a PB for him. So it's silver and bronze for Britain, as Jacobs takes gold for Olatunde at 20 years of age. He's reached a European final here, and he has so many years to look forward to.
Yeah, he's cut his teeth. He's cut his teeth. He's tasted what, you know, big-time championship athletics is all about. And he looked at home. He didn't look phased, Con. He didn't look out of place. He looked at home. And I hope this is the beginning of, I know it's the beginning of something very special from this young man.
Oh, this experience will stand to him, and it must do. But Jacobs was quickly away, and Zarnell Hughes chased him down, but couldn't catch him. Jacobs wearing that strapping on his left calf, but he looked imperious there in a time of 9:95.
I think it's interesting to look at the way that Olatunde finished.
Yeah.
He had the measure of the other two British athletes.
A new national record for Israel Olatunde, 10:17. He has surpassed Paul Hession's 10:18. So he's won a national record in a European final for 6th place. And that is some going.
And I think it's the right place for the record to go on an historic occasion for Irish sprinting. First Irishman in a major championship 100 metres final in the modern era. And for Israel Olatunde, a very respectable 6th place.
Great
the Irish flag is being draped around his shoulders. He's enjoying the moment, and obviously an Irish record just to rubber stamp it all.
He shared the time with Fall of France. Like he was a whisker away from 5th place.
Yeah.
He was a whisker away from 4th place.
He was ahead of Reece Prescott.
Yes. He's really boxed above his weight here in these championships. And the last 90 minutes he has produced and reproduced.
That's great to see that sort of reaction from Israel Olatunde. We described him earlier on as a confident young man, and something like this is bound to just only increase that confidence.
And you know, I think he'll probably look back at the race and say he didn't get off to as good a start as he might have got off to. And yet he maintained composure and came through in the last 30. And I think we've just seen a marker laid down for a career that is going to thrill us in sprinting as long as he remains injury-free and intact and in that zone of the ability to deliver it on the big stage.
I think it's very important that we just also name check his coach, Daniel Kilgallen. He's done an incredible job.
And he'll be thrilled with that 6th place finish and a new Irish record. A night that Israel Olatunde will never forget.